Good day, welcome for joining. Good day, everyone. Thank you, welcome for joining. Good day, welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. Rather, thanks for joining. This is day 5 of the 30-day backtest challenge for struggling traders, hosted by me, Divine Crypto, which is aimed at helping traders understand price action, or rather study previous price action and be able to extract a working model from the data we'll be getting onwards. And on today's version of this series, we'll be learning a very easy way to trade an order block in an uptrend without stress, certain things to take note of, and certain market characteristics that we should expect if we are best case going to trade an order block in an uptrend to increase our chances of getting a win on that trade. I'll be sharing my screen to show live the specimen of price that we'll be going through. The move that we are looking at. Oops. Wow. So first things first, the euphoria is very, very high this period. Current price of Bitcoin is hitting 98,000, the highest it has seen since inception. And no other better time to get better at trading, which is the reason why this challenge is currently the most important for traders who are looking to get their skill set up and get more from the crypto trading industry and ensure that, oh, as a trader, you approach trading the proper way, which is not all just gamble, but at least you are working with statistical data or fact based on historical price action. And also, there are a couple of persons whom you very well know watching this whenever, wherever it is you are. You may have certain questions and area of clarity. Do not hesitate to reach out to Divine Crypto either by dropping a message, dropping your comments, or privately requesting to get clarified on one or two things that you need to know about the crypto trading and um, blockchain industry. Also, for courtesy of this backtest challenge, I'll be opening up myself to respond to whatever um, clarities and area of um, clarification persons may have requiring or pertaining to the crypto trading industry for the next 1 week. It's just there with over 5 years of experience. You get to ask whatever it is you want to know from someone who has, done this thing year 1, year 2, year 3, and see if you can get any answers to aid you in wherever you might need aid or guidance. And now back to what I was sharing today, or what we have to share today. Thank you everyone. Welcome for joining once again. Do not forget to subscribe to the Divine Crypto channel. where we aim to give you, or I aim to give you proper quality knowledge and information across the crypto, blockchain, and Web3 industry. So please, I'd like to know if you can see my screen. Kindly let me know if my screen is being shared. Please, if you can see my screen, kindly let me know so that we'll proceed into what we have for the day. Okay. All right. All right. So now, what I'll be sharing here today is a very simple way to trade an order block in an uptrend. Yesterday, we saw a better way to trade fair value gaps, and that was cited in a downtrending market. And today, we'll be doing this for an uptrending market. So, first things first, this is the area towards which we have interest in um, observing price movement from. And remember, like I said, like I said, it's not it's not about just coming to the chart and picking one point to be your standpoint of entry and just, oh, I'm seeing this other block, I'm seeing this fair value gap, and I should take an entry from it. No. Very well, there has to be like an origin point for that particular model, concept, or approach to work. So what I mean is this: for here, the origin point has to be that, oh, we cite this in an uptrend that has or provides us certain characteristics before we can now validate that this particular point is actually going to hold. So now over here we've seen this downtrending market, and from this point here you can see price as a new um, sensation moving to the upside. There is a reason why I would take note of this point like this. Sorry for that. There's a reason why I would take note of this point like this. Yeah. So now this is the uptrending scenario that price is presenting us. So now, one thing I want us to notice that everything here matters. This particular point where I talked about me taking notes was not supposed to be so. I was supposed to mark it up like this, then up to this point, then down to this point, then up to this point. But there's a reason, and here is the reason why. Because now we are looking at learning from price. We are not looking at forcing what we know on the market, rather. We're looking at learning from price. So some of the things that we are seeing as price action here are things we should take note of and not try to like force our own understanding of the market. No. This should basically be the basis of what you are learning or what you are even understanding. So now I'm seeing that, all right, because really some of these features or characteristics you see price make when they obey or respect these points on the chart. Some of those characteristics do not undermine them because they very well play a key role in the whole setup coming alive. That's just one thing I've been able to understand. So if you see somewhere where there has on that setup, on that strategy, on that model, there was a grab of liquidity during your backtest or study. For that actual model to work in real life also, it should most likely present you something that also has that same trait that it had in the moment of you backtesting in real life when it is time to take the trade, so that your chances of getting in at a higher probability trade to reduce your losses becomes a bit more higher because yes, literally the confluence reasons for that trade is all complete, or at least the confluence reasons are more. So that's something to take note of. And for me now, this is why I am taking note of this. I noticed that okay, this is the other block we are looking at, seeing how or why it was respected over here, seeing why price respected this other block. And this is something that's very, very simple, but really taking note of it and knowing when to, apply it to something that's um, where the major work is. So now we want to say for us to have this price work, we need to see price, create a new sensational movement from the previous trend first. So now the in bid to creating this new sensational movement, we can see price create us a low, a high, a higher low, um, higher high, then a higher low, then a higher high, but price invalidated this point here. Price invalidated this point here. And coming back up upon breaking this high here, upon breaking this high, this was where the other block was created. So now this is what we should take note of. Now, first thing first, this is looking like an inverse head and shoulder pattern. That's what this whole chart is looking like. So now this is literally the neckline, or even if it's not the neckline, even if it's not the um, neckline, sorry. Oh, sorry. I think I thought that got all right. So even if it's not the neckline, this was the most recent lower high in this previous downtrend, like based on visible clear structure. Yes, this was the most recent lower high, but price came to create us this lower low period point here. So now this was the move that broke above that high, but then we can see that this move quickly price came back to invalidate it and not just mitigate it, but really invalidate it. So now this is one thing that should also be noted if we are looking for this type of pattern, that it has to be an invalidation of the low broke the most, you know, recent lower high on the previous downtrend. That's one thing I am taking note of, because if this point was not validated or was not invalidated, sorry, if this point was not invalidated, this other block here might not hold. That's one. So if it didn't break above this point here and come back to form the other block, it might not hold. So I'm not trying to like force what I know. I'm just basically pointing out what price is telling me. Because for us, really, the aim is that each and everything that we pick and learn from this series, we take note of. We don't judge. We just learn. And at the end of the learning process, we now compile, compare, and contrast all of the data we have and see the features or the characteristics that should present themselves more in a trade scenario for that trade to give us a higher chance of being a profitable trade or ending up in a higher probability setup. So now, this is what we are noting. When we note these things down, we will take them as standalone models that are yet to be verified. At the end of this period, we'll be going through the data. I talked about compiling them in the compendium. Yes, and we'll be going through the data and seeing that, oh, if this model we say on Bitcoin works, we would have to test it, or look to see for it in other prices or in other assets on the crypto market, so that we can validate that, oh, for this model of trading to be valid, we've seen it work here, we've seen it work there, we've seen it work here again, we've seen it work there again, over and over again, before we can now validate that yes, this model stands as one that will always deliver, or at least will most times deliver. So now, that is what I am taking note of on this one, that some of those criteria should be um, displayed before we call it a valid point. And also, we also have to see that at the break above that point, price has to create us a trap. This low serving as a trap. This low serving as a trap. So now let's delve into lesser time frame to refine this higher time frame point of interest that we have, and see what we can make note of as the reason why price came back to it, like on lower time frame, courtesy of refining, because it's not about selecting a higher time frame point of interest. Drilling down to lower time frame, there are still other criteria and features that will be noted very well from price action that will also have to aid your strategy creation or something. So now we're viewing this on the daily time frame, and let's see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame, for me, first thing I'm taking note of is this whole fire up here. It's this whole fire up here that we can see with these candles. Yes, this whole fire up, because it's like price was getting to push up at that point in time. So that's something that we would have to maybe take note of, that we would want to see in another case of trading with this model of trading. Then this is on the 4-hour time frame. That's one taking note of. Then next is feeling like okay, there was still some level of lower time frame invalidation over here, but let's delve down to the 1 hour to see better. Mhm. Oh, good. Okay, I just came to check on the person's right. Now, this is the 1 hour time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame. So now, this is something I want us to take note of, which is let's see something, please. Okay. So yeah, price broke above this high. That's scrolling down lower time frame. Okay. So, but now on lesser time frame, sorry for the break in transmission. Welcome everyone. This is day 5 of the 30-day backtest challenge hosted by me, Divine Crypto, to help struggling traders study previous price action based on simple models that they are familiar with, concepts like order block, fair value gaps, liquidity grabs, trend, structure, and be able to craft out a working model at the end of this 30-day series. If you're just joining, thank you for joining. Kindly hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more and more and more valuable crypto education. So previously we were sharing the reasons why this other block entry that we were studying on the higher time frame. The reasons why on the lower time frame we believe made it work. So we are studying and we are taking note of what price presented us there, and taking note of this two leg drop in structure and price breaking above this high as one or two things to note. So, but then whatever it is that I'm taking note of here is raw fact, is raw things that I am seeing. And this does not definitively mean that whatever we come across works. No. This is the reason why here is the first phase of this whole journey, where we look to open up the path for ourselves and see some of these things that have worked. When we will now be able to define them well is when we have over and over and over again seen price replicate certain characteristics that define or that tune in line with the data we have on any of these individual models or approaches that we come across on this 30-day challenge. So, and but then not to worry, I made mention of the fact that for the 30-day challenge, whatever model we study over here, I will be documenting the features or the characteristics of price and compiling all of it in a compendium which I'll be sharing across to the members of the Divine Trader community at the end of this 30-day backtest challenge. And also, courtesy of this backtest challenge, yeah, I'm opening up myself for a free consultation series for persons who are looking to get in on trading, get better at trading. So wherever it is you are watching, whenever it is you are watching, courtesy of this backtest challenge, you are entitled to a free consultation series with Divine Crypto to get clarity on whatever and various other areas that you need clarity on as regards the crypto, blockchain, and Web3 industry. So now, this is the next thing I took note of, which was the point towards which price would react. Now, in a price action like this, there will be very different, characteristics that the market would exhibit. So, but now, um, based off the fact that this is something that I have studied, here would be um, the point of interest. Now, like I said, backtesting is not real life trading because if you were to be in real life trading, there's no way I would know that this is the exact place that price would come back to, react to. But now, the reason for doing the backtest is so that you now know that, oh, should price present you this, you know, action, this display next time, this is a possible place, or these are the possible areas where you should get in from, you should take the market in, or you should get in on the market from, or you should get out from the market, or something like that. So, but if you don't have a defined model that you have, previously studied and seen whether or not it works, then definitely you will not have that definitive strength on your, mind, or you now have that confidence to know that, oh, this is exactly where price should come back to, or this is at least one of the places where prices should react to. Oh, thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. So now, taking note of this, and I'm seeing this doji candle over here, and seeing that this doji candle embedded this other block, or sorry, mitigated this other block over here, and also led to a change of this structural movement, because if we weren't for this break above this little high over here, this might as well be a downtrend in continuity. So these are things that we should be taking note of as regards the whole display of price action on this study session. So very well, this is what made a couple of persons might call a change of character movement, because we were supposed to see price, fall down and continue this downtrend, but then there became an upturn over here. So this is Some of the things that we should be noting from price. Wow, trading is really, 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 really fantastic. Really, really fantastic. The moment you're able to like see that some of these things are really why price acts the way it acts, it becomes a bit more interesting, but then still doesn't take out the fact that trading is risky and you have to do this with a little pinch of salt at every time. Why? Because you may not be, you might not be, and don't feel bad about it because it's something that's known. You might not be 100% correct most of the time as a trader. You just need to be correct as many times as would make you or keep you profitable. That's just the basic thing to note. All right, so sorry, I'm trying to let's see what price had for us on the lower time frame to take note of. All right, all right. Hmm. So now this doji candle was where price respected, and we can still see that it was displayed to us in the 15 minutes time frame. Let's still check the 5 minute time frame because all in all, what we are looking at doing is, ensure that we don't overexpose ourselves to risk. Yes, you don't overexpose yourself to risk. You have certain understanding of price action and price display. It reduces your risk exposure. So now we can see that on the 5 minute time frame, price created us an order block. Price created us an order block with this area to be my preferred low. This is going to be how we would have come about the entry using this model. So literally now, like I said, this is a back-tested display of price. But now, really, we all know that price is fractal. And on the chart, certain price actions that have been previously displayed on the chart have the tendency to be replicated again on the chart. That's something that most traders know. So now the key is being able to understand these features, characteristics, or patterns and take note of them, study them, and know that, oh, in future instances where price presents us these characteristics, features, and patterns, this is the next possible series of events that we should expect from price. Now, for today, this is where we came to you know, arrive at as the end point for us. So now, for certain traders, being able to, at the end, catch some of these type of trades might be, you know, a dream, yes, and it's normal because there are persons who like to, trade simply and just do things calmly. But now, for me, I believe that precision is one that will keep you above the average person over here. So, learning properly the drill or the ways of the market much more distinctively and being able to sight or see some of these things would give a upper hand to myself as a trader. This is the reason why I dig into heart, exploring this type of in-depth price action, price drill, and expecting these types of unrealistic um, trade yields or trade returns. So now, one more thing I said we should have take note of was the um, liquidity that price presented us around this low after the break of this time. So, but really, I believe that most of what is needed to be understood about this price drill today was cleared. Let's now cite or see the reaction of price to this point and call it a day. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So I was saying that that compendium of information is something that is a wealth of value, wealth of knowledge, because all of these price actions are not things I am creating. No, I am basically just taking the time to learn them and make it easily understandable and accessible to people that would want to, get better at their whole trading grind. So if I'm going to take that stress and offer it open, it's only going to be for a while. So cheers and good luck and kudos to anyone who will be getting copies of that compendium when it is out. And as I said, it should only be open to current members of the Divine Trader community without a fee. All right, so now let's be a bit real. I know I like refinement, yes, but on this type of trade, something or a yield anywhere around, you know, 40 or minus 40%, minus 50% stop loss isn't a bad idea. I want to leave it at exactly 40%. Okay, that's 1%. So now let's um observe to see price delivery on this. You can see that previous low that price created us. Uh, okay. So now, can we see that this is actually insane? It is very, very insane because you can literally see that that was the exact place that price came back to retest and went back upward. Ah, if I should catch a trade like this, I should not maybe trade for the next 2 months. And that's really one of the goals for me in trading. I am not really a fan of the whole everyday trading thing. It's something that um, most likely going to get traders burned, although they don't have a choice because of the need to, spend for cash on a day-to-day basis or survive on a day-to-day basis. But really, if you're able to beat that stage of trading and just do things like this, you can even see that the exact point it was not invalidated, the exact point that was the stop loss, even with all the breathing space you give. So now, some of these things are things that I really want to be doing myself as a trader very, very, very frequently, constantly. That's the reason I'm taking this length of time to study. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has been joining in or joining us on this session. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for always staying through. Wow, my screen wasn't showing. Oh. Sorry. Oh, no, this is not nice. This is not nice. So I have to walk over this again. So, all right. Please kindly affirm if you can see my screen at this point so that I can proceed. Please, can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, kindly let me know. Thank you. Then back to, all right, thank you very much. Back to what I was sharing. And I was saying that really, those type of trades feel very surreal to, come upon. Yes, we understand that. But really, if one is able to like break through to this point or to this level, that's what's called God level. That's what's called God level in trading. And for me, that's some of the status I aim to chase in my trading career to ensure that you don't really have to like engage in the everyday struggle of looking for profits and stuff like that. You just have a well calm defined model of trading that you are just chill, maybe taking some chips and waiting for price to do its whole shakara and come down back to where you have been waiting to, nuke, kill, and take your trades from. And at the end of the day, you realize very, 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 very solid profits compared to people who every day are trying to like catch the next big move. So, but it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. That's just the truth because training your eyes alone to even see this from a point of back testing is work. I'm going to be honest. For myself, being able to see some of these things is work. And at the end of the day, I get happy that I put in the work because at the end of the day, I am seeing more reasons towards or why price is acting the way it is acting at certain intervals, and that is really something that I believe will end up training career of people watching, following this, and putting in the work to see that yes, they also get better at trading. So, with this being said, thank you for your time today as we call it a day. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m., same station on YouTube at Divine Crypto. Do not miss the next few days of this live as we've been drilling through a variety of price action the display. And this is something that very well would help your versatility as a trader because today we are talking other blocks in an uptrend, where we are talking fair value gaps in a downtrend. Next tomorrow we are talking other blocks in a downtrend. All of these things would, very much add to your component of knowledge as a trader to help you be able to, know and be flexible with your trading skill and your trading expertise. Thank you. Do well to join in tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.